Please like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon for latest updates from BioRatna. Find the link for DPP and notes in the description box. It is highly recommended to prepare your own notes while following the lecture. Be assured that your notes will include all points of NCERT as the lectures are very thorough. A revision of previous session is there at the beginning of each new session for every chapter. This will be very helpful for Standard 12 students for a quick catch up with Standard 11 topics during their busy Class 12 schedule. This is equally important for Standard 11 students to maintain continuity in their learning process as well as help prepare a solid foundation. Welcome to BioRatna. Dear students, our today's topic of discussion is Phylum Echinodermata. But before we start with our study of a new phyla, we are going to revise the previous phyla, that is Phylum Mollusca. This is a revision of Phylum Mollusca. The timestamps for the different phyla are given in the description box, students, for your own convenience. Next session we are going to complete all phyla of non-chordates, that is starting from Porifera to Hemichordata. So now all the points should be at your fingertips. We start with the revision of Mollusca. These Mollusca, they are soft-bodied organisms. They are soft-bodied. Their study is called malacology. Study of mollusk is called malacology. And this is the second largest phyla of animal kingdom. This is the second largest phyla. Second largest phyla, let me give you an idea. No, we have studied that in our previous session. So just recall that in arthropods, in case of arthropods, the number of species was more than 9 lakhs. Whereas in case of these mollusks, it is about 60,000. And if we see about the annelids, it was around 9,000. So mollusk with 60,000 species is at second position. Then their body, their soft body is covered with shell. This is not compulsory, means this is not in case of 100% mollusk. For example, the octopus has no shell. Their body is not covered by shell. Mostly it is covered with external shell. It is covered with external shell, but in case of sepia, you will find that this shell is internal. So this type of variations are also there. Then we take the different characters which we take from the one which we are discussed in basis of classification. That means the level of organization, that is organ system level. This is organ system level. Organ system was started full-fledged with Aschelminthus. Then their symmetry. Their symmetry is they have bilateral symmetry. But there is one class gastropoda. This class gastropoda, in them, the symmetry they become asymmetrical. They show torsion. What is torsion? Torsion means a twist. The larvae are bilaterally symmetrical. Then during their metamorphosis, they undergo twist. They undergo torsion, because of which their body becomes asymmetrical. Then they are triploblastic. They have 3 germ layers at embryonic stage. They are coelomates. true coelom is present and no segmentation of the body. About their digestive system, it is complete. Complete means it contains both mouth as well as anus. So digestive system is complete, and to discuss the other systems, we first need to know about the body structure of mollusk. That is, what is visceral hump, what is mantle cavity, so that we can discuss the other organ systems also. Their body structure. The body, it is divided into क्या structure थे? Head, foot and visceral hump. Head, foot and visceral hump. Like camel, it is having a hump. There is shell that we will discuss afterwards. First, this is its body parts. So, if this is the foot and this is the organism and it is having a large hump, its viscera, this is the visceral hump. Visceral hump, you can see the large hump over here. This is the foot. It is muscular. Remember this, foot is muscular or what. So foot is muscular because with the help of foot only it is going to walk around. This is the head, and this head, it has sensory tentacles. So it is having sensory tentacles, and it has mouth. And in this mouth, there is one organ called radula. And this radula is its rasping organ. Rasping organ. What is radula and what do we mean by rasping organ? Radula is actually a chitinous plate. It is actually a chitinous plate. On this plate, chitinous plate, there are transversely arranged sharp teeth-like structures present here. For example, we are having these teeth, one in upper jaw, one in lower jaw, and our jaws only move this direction. So we can cut the things which come in between. But here, suppose this is radula and it is having transversely arranged spiny teeth-like structures. Then when it rubs it over the body, means its food, then how it will act? It will act like a nail filer. The way the nail filer shapes your nails, similarly this will scratch the body of the food, and with the help of the radula, this mollusk, it takes its food. So, rasping organ. Radula is a rasping organ. Radula is a chitinous plate on which there are transversely arranged sharp structure which help in scraping of the food. This visceral hump, it encloses the organ system. And digestive system is also inside it. And the digestive system is complete. तो इसका जो digestive system है, it is complete. Complete मतलब क्या? That means it has anus as well as mouth, two openings. One for ingestion, one for egestion. Here one more structure you will find, that is mantle. This is a covering on visceral hump, not tightly fitted. Not tightly fitted, there is a cavity in between. This is called mantle cavity. This is mantle cavity, and this is the mantle. It is soft and spongy. Remember this also. Mantle is soft and spongy. Foot is muscular. Each and every point is important. And then in this mantle cavity, here you will find the feathery gill. यहाँ पे gill present है. This feathery gill, this is feather like, so this is feathery gill, and it has respiratory as well as excretory function. Fine. So this mantle secretes For its protection, for the protection of this organism inside, it secretes a shell. तो ये इसके चारों तरफ, this is secreted by the mantle itself, and this is the shell. You will often find this in your garden. When the small children, they poke it, then immediately this organism, what it does, it retracts inside the shell. वो shell के अंदर चला जाता है और shell ऐसे tightly close हो जाती है. Now it's reproduction. Reproduction में this is a dioecious organism. Dioecious. Dioecious means unisexual. This is a unisexual organism and it is oviparous. This is oviparous and the development is, yes, direct or indirect. आपके बुक में सिर्फ indirect दिया हुआ है. Indirect means through larval stages, लेकिन direct के भी example होते हैं बच्चों, जैसे octopus. Octopus shows direct development. Now, if we see the different examples of mollusca, let us see. There are 8 in number. याद तो सारे रखने हैं आपको. One is Pila. Pila is called apple snail. This is apple snail. Then it is octopus. Octopus is called devil's fish. Then sepia. Sepia is the cuttlefish. It is cuttlefish. Then loligo. Loligo, it is the squid. Loligo, it is squid. Then dentalium. एकदम हाथी के दांत की तरह शेल होता है इसका. So this is tusk. हाथी के दांत को tusk कहते हैं ना. So this is tusk shell. This is tusk shell. Then the one from which we get the pearls, that is pink data. Pink data. This is pearl oyster. This is pearl oyster. Then this is aplysia. Aplysia, it's looks, there are two structures like the ears of hare. That's why it is called sea hare. And then the last 8th one, that is Chetoplura or chiton. So these are the different examples of mollusca. This was all about mollusca. This was the revision of mollusca, and I hope this revision was helpful to you. Students, before starting any new topic, take care that you have completed the previous topic. Completed does not mean just the reading part. Read it, underline it in NCERT. Then take the major points in the flashcards. And when there is much pressure, that means you are moving to the next topic, but still you have not finished the previous one. At that time, start with the new fresh topic. Start with that one, but always have the flashcards handy. Those flashcards, they will be, means whenever you are having 1 minute, 2 minutes, any little bit of time, then also you will be able to learn lot many points over there. And always mark those topics which you have not completed in your syllabus. This will be reminding you with red color, you mark it, that it is yet to be finished and it is to be adjusted somewhere. Fine. So now let us move to our today's topic, that is Echinodermata. These echinoderms, they are spiny skinned. Echino means spiny and derm means skin. So they are spiny skinned. What is the reason behind their being spiny skinned? The reason is they have calcareous endoskeleton. Calcareous endoskeleton means the skeleton made up of calcium carbonate. That too, endoskeleton means the skeleton which is present inside the body. Exoskeleton means that skeleton which is present outside the body. Skeleton inside the body, for example, our bones, they are endoskeleton. So, these echinoderms, they don't only have calcareous endoskeleton, which is called ossicle. This is called ossicle or plates because they are in the form of plates. So, these are calcareous plates inside the body of echinoderms. They also have, so you may ask that if it is internal, so how the skin will feel spiny. For that, there is one more thing, that is they have exoskeleton also. Exoskeleton, and this exoskeleton, it consists of spines and pedicellari. Spines and pedicellari. So these spines, they give the spiny appearance and they are protective also. And this pedicellari, the function of this pedicellari is that the debris, whatever goes on accumulating on the body of the echinoderms, the pedicellari, they continuously clean it. So their function is that they are cleaning the body of the echinoderms. Come to the next point, that is their habitat. They are exclusively marine. All of them are marine only. Now their characteristics, they show organ system level of organization. Organ system level of organization, then they show radial symmetry. They are triploblastic. They are triploblastic and they are coelomate. They are coelomate and they do not show any segmentation. These points are there in the basis of classification. एक sequence में है. In that same sequence, when you write it, when you recall it, then you don't miss any point. So, organ system level of organization, it started from which phylum? It started with full-fledged in Aschelminthes. Then, about this radial symmetry. Students, these echinoderms, their larval stages, they are bilateral. They are not radially symmetrical. The bilateral symmetry, it started from that Platyhelminthes, and then onwards it is bilateral symmetry only. Echinoderm larvae are also bilaterally symmetrical, but during metamorphosis it then becomes radially symmetrical. It is triploblastic, which means during embryonic stage 3 germ layers are formed: outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm. What about coelom? They have true coelom, which means the coelom which is lined by mesoderm, and they show no segmentation. This is it. Now what about their organ systems? So when we see about their organ systems, then first their digestive system. Their digestive system is complete. Now so many times you have in each phyla you have studied this is complete, this is incomplete. In basis of classification you have studied what is complete and incomplete. Complete means where the alimentary canal has 2 openings, one for ingestion and one for egestion. There are many organisms which have only single opening for ingestion as well as egestion. So these echinoderms, their digestive system is complete. And the mouth, it is ventral, and anus, it is dorsal. And the side in which the anus is present, it is called aboral surface. Aboral. Oral ka opposite. This is the aboral surface. Just imagine why it is so and how to recall it, that which side it is mouth and which side it is anus. Suppose this is the starfish. Starfish, it cannot swim. It can crawl. So when it is crawling on the sea surface, then it has to take the food from its lower side. That's why the mouth is on its lower side. It is crawling on the sea surface and it is collecting its food. And the anus, it is present on the dorsal surface. So ventral surface, it is mouth, and dorsal surface, it is anus. Now for the other, before we move to the other organ systems, we should know about water vascular system. This water vascular system, it is a characteristic feature of echinoderms which is not found in any other phyla. So this water vascular system, it is helpful it helps in locomotion, it helps in capture of prey, capture as well as the transport of food, and it also helps in respiration. How? That's a very interesting thing. Locomotion, what they do, water vascular system, it takes in the water, through the water vascular system, it takes in the water, then it releases the water, and by that force it jumps. Means it has to calculate the distance which it has to move. That much water pressure it has to adjust, and that it is doing. It is doing with the help of water vascular system. Just see how the water vascular system is. Around the mouth there is this canal called ring canal. This is the ring canal. This is around the mouth. Fine. Now in each arm there will move. There are these radial canals 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are lines should never cross while labeling. So this ring canal, we will label it here. Okay, so these are the radial canals which are moving into each and every arm. So this is radial canal. This radial canal, it has many tube feet, thousands of tube feet, which has this ampulla and sucker. They have, this part is ampulla and this is the sucker. These are present on everyone, like this, the ampulla and the sucker. This side also it is present. Now from here comes out one S-shaped canal. This is called stone canal. Stone canal, on top of it is present the madreporite. This is madreporite. See how it works. The water will enter through the madreporite, then it moves through the stone canal. It is coming into the radial canal, the ring canal, from which it will move to the radial canal. Then it moves to the ampulla and the sucker. So the water which is coming in, it is taking the food with it as well as it is bringing the oxygen with it. That's why it helps in capture and transport of food. It helps in respiration, and as I told you, by taking in of water and giving out of the water, it helps in its locomotion. So this is how this water vascular system is useful for the echinoderms. Then the excretory system is absent. Excretory system, it is absent. What about their reproduction? Reproduction, they are dioecious. Dioecious means they are unisexual. Then the fertilization is external. fertilization is usually external. It is given that fertilization is usually external. That means there has to be some echinoderms in which it is internal. So this internal fertilization, it is shown by internal fertilization. It is shown by 3 species of starfish, 3 species of brittle star. These 2 diagrams are given na in NCERT. वही दोनों 3 species of starfish, 3 species of brittle star, and 1 deep water sea cucumber. So it is not there in NCERT. You may ask why I am giving this one. Because it is there in NCERT. It is a guided question. When it is given that it is present in external fertilization, is usually present, or mostly it is external fertilization. That means NCERT wants you to explore that internal fertilization is present in which species. So when you say that it is out of course, the question nowadays they are coming only from NCERT. Then suddenly you will say, now only for our session, this session, why they have asked from outside? No, they are always guided questions. Only you have to stop wherever there is a suggestion that you have to explore, and then you need to explore. So the reproduction is, they are dioecious. They show, usually they show external fertilization. In these species it is internal fertilization, or mostly it is external fertilization. And then the development is indirect. Development is indirect with free swimming larva. This also you have to remember. This is with free swimming larva. The examples of Echinodermata. 5 examples are given, bachcho. One is starfish. Then it is brittle star. After that, there are 3 examples. In all 3, in their name, sea word is there. One is sea cucumber. One is sea lily. And one is sea urchin. Let us write their scientific name also. The starfish, it is Asterias. This brittle star, it is Ophiuria. This sea cucumber, it is Cucumaria. Easy to remember, Cucumaria. Sea lily, it is Antedon. Sea lily, it is Antedon. And sea urchin, it is Echinus. Means the sea urchin, it will have this round ball-like structure, and it is spiny like echidna. It derives its name from the animal echidna, which has so many spines. So this is sea urchin. The starfish diagram, in the diagram, the one which is having the fleshy arms, that is starfish, like this and this one. This is the starfish. And the brittle star, which is having the very delicate arms, that is the brittle star. The brittle star में आपको इस तरह से उसके बहुत slender से arms दिखाए गए हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. That was brittle star. And sea cucumber. Sea cucumber, it is it has the shape of cucumber. That means this sea cucumber, it is like cucumber shape. It is having at the top, there are 5 tentacle like structures, then they again branch, and then this is the structure of Cucumaria. You don't require it. But see that the studies become interesting when we take some interest and study. When we are studying only the points given in the book, it takes more time. Because we are studying with the pressure that this much is given and I have to do it. But when you explore, but you should be careful not to explore a lot like a scientist. You are in class 11th now, class 11th, 12th with the aim that now you are going to become a doctor. So be careful how much you are exploring, and your guide will be NCERT. Wherever it says that, okay, mostly they are show external fertilization, then you will only Google for then which spaces they show the internal fertilization. Don't go for much now, it is not possible. Fine, but you need to take the control of the situation. It makes it interesting, as well as you will be able to do it in much easy way. Fine. So I hope this session was useful for you, for class 11th as well as 12th students, for the revision of Mollusca, and for 11th 12th to clearing the different properties of echinoderms. In our next session, we will see the last phylum of non-chordates, that is Hemichordata. Hopefully you have liked the video. Then please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get all latest updates.